Hi, it's Dr. Jackie Parasette from Omnia Health, and I want to talk a little bit about irritable bowel syndrome. So we see so many patients with IBS. Now, IBS is different than IBD, which we'll talk about later. IBS is irritable bowel syndrome. So when someone comes in and tells me, well, I've been diagnosed with IBS, I'm like, great. So all that really means to me is that I know what symptoms they have. It's a syndrome. It's not telling me why they have IBS. It's just telling me that they have maybe constipation, diarrhea, gas, bloating, cramping, burping, reflux. The list goes on and on and on, that's great. You have those symptoms, but the question's why. And instead of just saying, oh, you have IBS, great, your scope is negative, your colonoscopy is great, your EGD looks fine, I didn't find H. pylori in those biopsies, see you later. Now it's time to say, why is your gut not functioning properly? And there's so many reasons why. So many reasons. So some of the big ones that we assess and look for, SIBO, small intestinal bacteria overgrowth. CFO, small intestinal fungal overgrowth. If you have those things, that incorporates, oh my gosh, I think those two combined are like 60 to 70% of IBS. That can be treated and figured out, and you can feel so much better. Another big one is post-infectious. We look at this, you can get post-infectious IBS that actually can turn, unfortunately, into an autoimmune disease. So we can look at the type of bacteria in your gut and look for those chronically elevated bad guys. Some here in Colorado we see all the time is Giardia. People go up in the mountains, they're in the fresh water, they're with their dogs. Yes, I've seen that. And they get chronic low-grade Giardia, and it causes havoc in their gut and in their whole body with inflammation. So understanding those things. What else can be? Just dysbiosis, fungal overgrowth, bad bacteria overgrowth, insufficiency dysbiosis, low good guys. The list goes on and on and on. Parasites, worms. Yes, that can cause IBS-based symptoms. So understanding and looking at it. So great, you have IBS. That's not the end. That's just the beginning. So now you need to go do those extra tests, understand you and what's going on with you. It's an individual thing. Just because you have IBS, I had it for 15 plus years until I figured out mine. What was mine? Gluten sensitivity, severe gluten sensitivity. Once I got that out, no more IBS, no more headaches, and my skin cleared up. It was lovely. I wish I could have figured that out in high school. Okay, so again, IBS, there's so much we can do and so much that can be out there to help you guys. So please come and see us.